What's up, everybody? I'm Kansu, and this is the Crystal Corner. On today's episode, I thought I would talk about something that people that are relatively new on their journey come across, and people that are relatively new to astrology. After you reach a certain point in your astrology and you reading your horoscopes and stuff like that, you tend to dibble and dabble in something that's called a natal chart, right? So we're going to talk about natal charts today, and then something that's a little bit more important than a natal chart as well. It's called a seconds chart. So basically, a natal chart is a map of how the planets were organized when you were born and the different energies that they carry. We understand that the body is just a vessel that carries the soul, which is, the animating energy. But if you don't know how your energy moves, you will have a harder time trying to figure out who you are. You know what I mean? Each planet has its own aspect and its own meaning. And for you to understand what each planet means and then apply it to each zodiac sign, okay, it's going to give you uh, a better understanding of who you are as an individual. So before I even get into natal charts, let's go ahead and talk about each zodiac sign, okay? Each zodiac sign is related to a specific aspect in your body. And if you understand the aspect that that sign operates in your body, you'll be able to use it a little bit more readily. So let's start from the top, with the first sign being Aries. Aries represents the head of the body. When you're talking about these energies, you can really only understand the energies that are above and below you, and have a general understanding of how they operate because they're adjacent to you, right? Now, with Aries, because Aries, the head, it's not connected to anything but the cosmos. This is why Aries have a tendency to seem like they're a little bit headstrong and selfish. It's not that they're doing it on purpose. It's not that they're trying to be mean individuals. What it truly is the fact that it's the head. The head, see, I shake my head. The head operates outside of the body. It has its own entity. The head is its own body, so to speak. So that's Aries. Next is Taurus. Aries, before I go, is the head. And there's a couple chakras in your head. You got your third eye and you got your crown. So Aries is third eye and crown usually, but we'll get into a little bit more of that because different planets rule different zodiac signs. Aries specifically is ruled by Mars, so that would be a root chakra energy, although they're the head. You can't balance the head until you balance your root. So there you go. That's why they're ruled by Mars. Now, Taurus is the throat. Taurus is all about what they have, material gain, luxury, comfort, and things of that nature. But also, they house the throat chakra. So they're all about, speaking their truth, speaking um, who it is that they are and what they believe. And they have a tendency to be a little bit stubborn as well. But look what they're connected to. They're connected to the head, right? This is the neck and connects the head to the body. So while they understand that headstrong mentality, they also understand how to be grounded. That's the first earth sign. So the head is the fire sign. Then you have earth, which connects that to the body. Next, we have Gemini. Gemini is the arms. Gemini deals with thought. Okay. That's why there's two sides to Gemini as well. You have two arms. Um, they deal with thought process, communication, travel, things of that nature. Okay. And if you relate Gemini to the body, your arms are the driving force to get things done. You can't pick up things and put your finger, literally, you put your finger on ideas if you don't have arms. So to understand Gemini is to understand the use of your own spiritual arms, because what we're talking about is the buildup of your spiritual body, your spiritual makeup. Okay. So next, after Gemini, we have Cancer. And Cancer deals with the digestive system. They deal with the chest, the breast, you know what I'm saying? Um, and the digestive system. So specifically your stomach. Cancers, this is another reason why we have a tendency to have weak stomachs. If we get upset or you're stressed out, all of those things are going to manifest in that area of your body. And that goes for all of the zodiac signs for that matter, whether you're Aries, Taurus, Gemini, whatever. The aspect that your zodiac sign rules in the body is the aspect where your stress and your sicknesses and your illnesses are going to show up as well. And this is why it's important to know where those planets are based off your natal chart, okay? Continuing on, we have Leo. And Leo rules the heart. This is why Leos are so loving and heartful. You know, they're very courageous. Courage comes from the heart. Um, Very sweet and gentle individuals, but they have the ability to bite your head off. The same thing with the heart chakra. You know, your heart could be to your benefit if it's balanced, and it could be to your non-benefit if it's unbalanced. You know, those types of things are expressed in a Leo's personality as well. So those are the first signs. So you got the head, the throat, the arms, the chest, right? The heart, the back, the spine, and the stomach. Those are the first five signs. After Leo, we have Virgo, and Virgo rules the kidneys. Virgo rules the kidneys because Virgo's whole thing is perfection, refinement. You know what I'm saying? The fine details of things. Now, what do your kidneys do in the body? They're about the fine details and refining out all of the pollutants and things and toxins and stuff that you take in your body as well as nutrients through your digestive system and process it through your body. So if you ever wonder why Virgo was a perfectionist, well, think about this. If your kidneys weren't a perfectionist, you would go into renal failure. You go into renal failure, you're going to need dialysis or a kidney transplant. So let's say that you're imbalanced and you're disciplined and you're paying attention to your fine details. Something's going to go wrong for you somehow, some way, because you're not paying attention to the refinement of those details and using your discernment. You see how that spiritual body kind of overlays with the physical body? Okay. So moving on, after Virgo, we have Libra. And Libra rules the hips. It also rules the lungs. It's known as a sign of balance. And if both of your lungs aren't balanced, you can't get enough oxygen to fill your body. If you're not paying attention to both halves of things and trying to see things from a balanced order and taking a balanced diet in, your body's going to deteriorate. Your spiritual body is also going to deteriorate if you're not paying attention to those things as well. Okay. Moving on from there, we have Scorpio, which rules the sexual organs. For males, that would be a penis. For females, that would be the vagina and all of the reproductive organs that go with that. Okay. This is why Scorpios are considered some of the most freakiest signs out there, depending on the individual, as always. But the reason why Scorpios are like that is because they literally rule what's known scientifically as the gonads. Okay. From there, we have Sagittarius, which is ruled by the planet Jupiter, also known as the adventurer. You know, your body can't go on an adventure if it ain't got no strong thighs. You ain't picking up your legs to move anywhere. Okay, you're just not going to move anywhere. You're not going to be able to explore, do anything new. Because I mean, I'm not saying you can't. You know, there's plenty of people that are out there that are in wheelchairs and amputees and stuff like that. They get around, yes, but it's a whole lot easier when you have strong, well-toned thighs. If your leg is messed up and you break your femur, I guarantee you're gonna be down for the count. And that's the same thing in your spiritual journey. If you don't take those risks sometimes and be adventurous, it's going to break down for you. You're not going to get to where you want to go. You're going to experience blockages the same way you would if you caught a Charlie horse in your thigh running track like I did. You're not going to run around that track too fast. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that's the adventurer. Next after them, we have Capricorn. Now, Capricorns, you guys rule the kneecaps. You guys are about discipline and order and structure. Now, that discipline, order, and structure is ruled in the body by being the driving force that connects the thighs to the shins. Okay? You don't have any shins, you're not walking anywhere. If you don't have a knee to be that hinge to get the work done, you're not going to get any work done. So you need to understand the discipline of Capricorn, them being the kneecaps, is ruled by the planet Saturn, and what type of discipline that is. Just look at it at the body. Without Capricorn, you're not getting far. Your legs don't have the discipline to know how to move. Does that make sense? Okay. So after Capricorn, we have Aquarius. Aquarius is the shins and the ankles. They're also known as the sign of the foundations of friendships and relationships. And what does that mean? Well, that's the closest to the bottom of your body, right? So Aquarius understands all relationships of all the signs above it. Leo, the heart, understands all energies above it. So it understands Gemini, the arms. It understands Cancer, the emotional one, the digestive system, right? It understands Taurus, the throat. It understands Aries, the head, because it sits below those. It also understands up to the gonads, right? Why? because the legs are separate from the body. Yes, they're attached, but just like the head and arms, they're their own entity. So Aquarius is the foundation of those relationships because it's what grounds you, or is the force that connects you to your grounding force. And the grounding force is the Pisces. This is another reason why Jesus is represented as a Pisces, because Pisces is the feet of the body, right? The feet have the ability to understand absolutely every energy above them because they sit below. And not only that, they have the ability to use everyone's energies above them. So Pisces might be the most fluid and gentle person you can meet, but they could be fierce like an Aries. They could be heartfelt like a Leo. They can be really sexual like a Scorpio. You know what I mean? Just because of their placement on the body. Now, getting into the natal chart, it's important that you know where these planets sit, so you understand how these energies are moving around you. If you need a natal chart, I definitely do those, and I'll leave the link in the description below so that you can contact me to have me do your natal chart. And I'll do a YouTube video for you with a private link to explain all your planets and how they move around. Now, if you are already familiar with your natal chart and know how those aspects and stuff move, this part is for you. It's for everyone, but this is for you. So you know how you pulled your natal chart and you learned about where all your planets are, and now you know. I'll just use my placements. Oh, I'm a Cancer Sun, but I'm a Leo rising and an Aries moon. So what's that make me? That makes me an emotional individual because that's where my sun placement is. Cancer is the emotions, right? It also makes me very headstrong because Aries moon, but it also makes me very courageous and vibrant and the life of the party, like the spotlight, because Leo's ruled by the sun. So that's my basic makeup, right? Now, a seconds chart is a chart that you would pull every year on your birthday, okay? Your natal chart is important for you to understand your baseline of how your energies go. But every year on your birthday, you should be pulling another natal chart, which is basically going to be called a seconds chart. And you put in the same birth date, time, and place. But instead of the year, for me, it's 1991. This year, you do 2019. And this will give you how your planets are moving for the current year, so you understand some how to move around and maneuver through life to make things easier for you this cycle. So, like I said, my baseline when my moon is at home, I'm an Aries moon, but this year I'm a Virgo moon, which means this year I'm paying attention to the fine details of things and the refinement and getting things in order. Does that make sense? This is just a real quick video of the basics of how the energies relate to your body, and as well as what a natal chart is, why you need one, and the seconds chart. Once again, if you guys need a chart, I'm leaving the link in the description below. If you haven't already, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to this video, and make sure that you hit a notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video. I will also be doing a giveaway for one of my favorite books, The Alchemist, life-changing book. Once we reach 150 subscribers here, and all you have to do to get in on that is make sure that you comment on this video, like, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, man, I'm Kansu. I'm going to get at y'all at a later date. Peace.